What's happening, La Familia? We back in this thing again. And we got the OG from Houston, you know, and Slim Thug, man. As he came through to drop a few jewels, man. Spoke about the Will Smith situation, as well as the faults in the black community and lack of ownership. And he really gave some very, very vital, important jewels throughout this whole little Instagram live. So when I say it's something that you need and you have to stay tuned until the end for, I mean that. Because everything this man said in here was most vitally important. So without further ado, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you ring that bell icon to turn post notifications on. And with that being said, let's get to it. Believe that.
Heard off Slim this summer, you know what I'm saying? I can't get it. I seen the scale, it say 260. Alcohol. Don't try to give me no fried food. No more Chick-fil-A. Don't want no bread. What else I don't want? No sweets. I ain't doing nothing. Discipline Slim. We finna put that work in, kid. We finna put that work in, man. I'm gonna show you boys how to activate, you know what I'm saying? What's going on in the world. So I see the Grammys. I admit I didn't see the Grammys, but I never watched the Grammys. I went to the Grammys before that. I was falling asleep in the building. If you in the building, I never understood why I care so much about a Grammy. Like, why you care about old white people giving you an award? Like, that is like the dumbest world. We got to get our mind right. Why the give some old white folks giving you an award who don't even give about you enough to even enough to even post your award on TV? And best album of hip hop, like hip hop ain't the number one in the world. When best hip hop and they don't even play your TV, they basically saying don't come. You know what I'm saying? Like, so why the care about getting an award from some people who don't even want you there, man? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's weird, man. It's weird. Same thing with the Oscars. About mad, somebody, oh, I can't believe Will Smith, man. I don't give a about Oscar. I don't know that Oscar. I would never turn my back on Will Smith. If that's what he did after all these years, I would never turn my back on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. If all he did was slap her, and that's it. I don't even believe it. That's still fake to me. I know it's all cap and just hype for y'all, but I don't believe it's real. But I'd never turn my back on Will Smith. Everybody and the thing is, you weirdos be weirding me out. I be like, what the wrong with people? Y'all be quick to cancel him. He was wrong for doing that. Something should happen to him. What about your simp? What about all the sucker you did that ain't on camera? Y'all just be trying to check me on TV. What about the sucker you did to get your, your back? You done probably rolled highs, shot up houses. You know, telling what you weirdos done did. Same thing as you females. And y'all don't never look at yourself in the mirror before y'all get to judging. Will Smith wrong for that. What about the shit? Do y'all ever consider that? Like, I'm over here talking about Will Smith, but my dumb tried to run over my baby daddy or some dumb telling what your dumb did. So shut the worrying about people and trying to cancel them up when you all the simp did. Y'all got the nerve to talk down on Will Smith for slapping him. Come on, man. I done seen a lot worse in the city of Houston. I done seen at the club with they jail right now. Behind you know what I'm saying? And that's fake anyway. That's just cap for promo, you know what I'm saying? Please believe me. I still say that wasn't even real. They dabbing up them the best trollers in the world. But I never cancel my people. That don't make sense, man. But bigger than that, man, we have to work on have me thinking extra. Like, and then I went to college, so I'm super smart now. Like, I don't know why they send me to HBCU. Like, I'm smart now, so it's like, man, listen. We gotta get out of the black people. Like, we gotta stop being, basically, we gotta stop being the white man. Basically, is what we gotta do all across the board, man. This is making my stomach hurt, man. Like, I'm a grew up not about that life. Like, I'm the independent dude. Let me smoke my before I get kicked off Instagram. That's what we gotta be. See, I can talk to y'all because I'm a street dude. I'm a Slim Thug, so it don't matter how I talk to y'all, right? We gotta stop being the white man's. For real, that's a real serious conversation. It's a serious check. Like, I love everybody, all races. You know, I want everybody to be great, but I want us to be great too. I want us to be shoulder to shoulder, not in the back. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the whole thing is, as black people, we gotta stop being the white man's in a lot of ways. We gotta be stiff on certain. The disrespect is too big. Like, not airing the Grammys, not airing the hip hop awards. I mean, the hip hop award when we the number one in music. Like, it's too much disrespect, man. We need our own Grammys, man. It's time. We tired of being slow. I see King. What's the dude won the award? He talking about, well, we slowly getting there now. That them people awards. We need our own. We don't care if they don't give a. If they show you disrespect, them people, man, create your own. You can't do this nowhere else but in black people world. You know what I'm saying? That's happening nowhere else but black people world, because it's some Martin Luther King versus Malcolm X. You want to be in the house with them, or you want your own. You know what I'm saying? And it's about having your own. You don't forever be at that 2% of not owning. You know what I'm saying? And what it should be is a black code. And the black code should be, let me come up with I've been thinking about to start a whole movement. Hey, listen, we need a black code. And the black code should be all across the board. Nobody eats more than me off of me. Nobody eats more than me off of me, period. Especially, and that's just the other races. Like, you can team up with other black people, that's cool if your money, or if you gotta get to where you gotta get to. But listen, the main objective is nobody should eat off of me more than me, period, man. Straight like that. That's rap. Like, come on, signing deals and owning 10% of they sales, man. This is today's slavery. This is you working for, you giving them up in your culture 90% of the gains, and you only taking 10%, and you satisfied with that, kid. You giving up 360, you giving them all of your. That don't happen in no other business in this world. You can give you 90% of his business and you own him for how many years? No. Man, we gotta stand up and say, hey, that ain't right. And that ain't just black people get those deals. Everybody get those deals. But I'm just speaking on my people, because this is what I'm trying to help my people right now. You know what I'm saying? So, because we in the sin, so we gotta speak on it. You know what I'm saying? My whole career, people offer me money for my catalog. People say, man, we can do this business here. If I'm not getting the most, I'm not doing it. And it's straight like that, because that's what I stand on. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing. My black code is no other race should eat more off of my than me. You feel me? Like, it don't even make sense to me, because that's how I started. I'm an independent artist. Like, I did this my whole life. So looking at people with deals is weird to me, like, you know, because I started independent and I made most of my money. So when I had a deal and it was like, I was like, that's for me. I got up out that world because it didn't make sense. You can't make it make sense to me. How am I gonna let you own my and you get most of my money out of my man? That makes sense. I gotta get out of here. That ain't what's up, you know. But only because I did my independent first, I thought like this and think like this. A lot of people work for motherfuckers, are trained to, you know what I'm saying, work under motherfuckers. But we have to come up with some type of code for black people to get out the everything. We have to come up with some type of code. And the code should be nobody eats Mo Alpha. IU Club, I love Mario. He cool. I love it. Nobody should eat Mo Alpha this club. You can do a deal with him, but you gotta have more than he have. You feel me? Now it's okay to start where you starting it, but at the end of the day, before you get to turning up with cars and chains and you gotta switch that dynamic up and have 60-40 at least. You feel me? Like, and that's just what the code should be all around the board. Restaurants, everything we do, that's our we should make the most out of it. I don't give a f. Don't like me for saying this, you know what I'm saying? This for my people. I don't give, because at the end of the day, you know who I respect? Mexicans. Mexicans come over here and can have no, and I don't know Mexican restaurant, and that it ain't going down. A Mexican gonna own a Mexican restaurant. Asians, no Asian gonna own an Asian restaurant, and that's how that go. Why is it other motherfuckers own? You know what I'm saying? Come on though, but that's because we weak. And that ain't what we need to be on. And we need to step up. It's cool to be everything right now. It's cool right now. We ain't tripping, but that need to be the goal. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you got to start. Working with other like, and I'm not saying we can't work with other motherfuckers. You can get 40%. You just can't get that 60 though. Because this is how we got to have the most.
All right, La Familia. I'm going to cut this short right here because I know a lot of y'all cannot sit through a very long video and still receive the information that is being given to you. Absorb all of the vital key components of this whole conversation for you to really take it and run with it. And I'm not going to touch on this long. I just want to say this. It's crazy to me how we went from everything that we watched, listened to, from television to radio to all that different stuff, you know, being a half hour to an hour, sometimes 2, depends on what you're actually looking at, to only being able to comprehend certain things for about a minute max, sometimes 5, depending on the person you talk to. Now me, I'm one of those people, man, that can literally sit through a 7-hour, I don't care how long the video is, and still absorb all the information because, hey man, I'm stuck in my ways, man. Got an old soul, you feel me? But yeah, man, overall, I want to say this because I feel like, you know, Slim Thug was kind of asking a question with why is it that black people seem so weak whenever it comes to, you know, ownership and relinquishing rights of their personal artwork over to another culture, to someone that is ultimately putting them back into slavery. And in my opinion, there is a word that literally just answers that whole question, and it's Stockholm Syndrome. A lot of black folks are suffering from Stockholm Syndrome and a lack of ability to understand that you can make it on your own. See, they still looking at Massa and hoping that he can take care of the important things in life, like making sure that they stay fed, making sure that they have a roof over their head, making sure, you know, those little basic necessities. As long as you get the basic necessities from Massa, you good. And that's what a lot of these people are displaying. A lot of these youngers, they are like, as long as I look like money to the media, I'm good. Massa, you could take the rest of that meal. Go ahead and feed you and yours, even though I know you got an abundance. Let me add to that whole fortune that you have going on over there and continue to starve and try to figure out a way to, you know, progress my family and push myself into the world. I mean, I don't get it either, Slim, man, but I think, you know, what you're touching on is most definitely a route to change the narrative. You feel me? And that's what we got to do, change the narrative. You know what I'm saying? And also in the Will Smith situation, when he touched on the fact, like I told y'all, I felt like it was fake. I told y'all that from the gate. But he did touch on the fact that, you know, Will Smith shouldn't have been scrutinized the way that he was, you know, for doing what he did and stepping up for his bride. And I agree. You know what I'm saying? I totally agree. That's what a man is expected to do. The worst wars in history started because of a woman. You know what I'm saying? Some of the worst, they showed you the Greek And the Greek, and who else was? I can't even think right now, but y'all know what I'm talking about. The Spartans. Spartans in Greece, their war for years over the king's wife, over the queen. They showed you that the young prince took the wife, and it turned into, y'all know what I'm talking about, but they showed you that war for years, man. And the worst wars start about somebody messing with that man's broad. So that's expected. The quickest way to set a man off is, by messing around with his broad. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that's totally agreed, man. And I just want to know how y'all feel about this. Hopefully y'all received all the information that was being delivered to y'all, man. Because like I said, it was vital. Something that's life-changing, man. Start focusing on ownership. Start focusing on, slapping your name on anything that you're associated with, and you'll progress and you'll create generational wealth. You'll create true equity. You'll create all of these different things, man, that become life-changing, man. You become your own boss. You don't have to no longer live by the standard that the world creates. You don't have to wake up at 7. They lied to us, told us we got to wake up at 6, 7 a.m. just to get $1. Nah, you ain't got to do that. Real bosses wake up 2 or 3 in the afternoon. They wake up when they want to. They go to work when they want to. They work for however long they want to and can make a consistent payoff for that. But see, we've been tricked with this slave mentality of go work the cotton fields for 8 hours a day. And if you don't, you ain't gonna make a good day's wage. You know what I'm saying? Nah, get that up out your head, man. Work for yourself, invest in yourself, and make sure that, you lock down what you got going on. Ain't nobody gonna push your dreams as hard as you are. You feel me? But y'all let me know y'all thoughts on this entire situation. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you ring that bell icon and turn post notifications on. And also, drop a comment. That way this video could be recommended to a lot more people. You know what I'm saying? As well as dropping a share if you're really rocking with the game. Y'all already know. Peace and blessings, kings and queens. With that being said, I'm out. Believe.